Before we begin, I want you to imagine this. You're not doing anything crazy. You're not buying a luxury watch. You're not making a big mistake. It's just a small purchase, a hoodie, a gadget, a snack, a late night delivery, a limited time deal. And in that moment, it feels harmless. But then 2 hours later, you feel it. That little drop in your stomach, that quiet thought, why did I buy that? And here's the scary part. Most impulse buys don't happen because you want the item. They happen because your brain wants a feeling. Relief, reward, control, escape, a hit of excitement. So today, we're going to install one question, a 10-second question that can stop an impulse buy instantly, not with willpower, not with guilt, with psychology. Because when you ask the right question, your brain switches modes. And once that switch happens, the urge gets weaker. Welcome to Money Mindset Lab, where we treat money habits like experiments, not moral judgments. Now let's start with something most people miss. Impulse spending is not a money problem. It's a timing problem, a nervous system problem, a dopamine problem. Because by the time you're about to click buy, your logical brain is not fully in control. Your emotional brain is. That's why you can know your budget and still break it. So we're not going to try harder. We're going to interrupt the pattern, and the tool is simple. But first, you need to understand what an impulse buy really is. An impulse buy is usually one of three things: a mood repair, a stress release, or an identity boost. Mood repair is, I feel bored, sad, or empty, so I buy something to feel alive. Stress release is, I feel pressure, fatigue, or overwhelm, so I buy convenience or comfort. Identity boost is, I want to feel like the upgraded version of me, so I buy the item that matches that story. Notice what all three have in common. They're emotional. So if you try to fix impulse spending with math, it won't work. You need a psychological interrupt, and that's where the 10-second question comes in. Here it is. Before you buy anything unplanned, ask, what feeling am I trying to buy right now? That's the question. Not, can I afford it? Not, do I deserve it? Because your brain can rationalize those. But this question forces honesty. What feeling am I trying to buy? And you pause just long enough to answer. That's why it works, because most impulse buys depend on one thing: speed. Impulse spending is a fast decision, a quick click, a quick swipe, a quick yes. And when you add a pause, you bring your conscious brain online. Now let's slow down and make this real. Imagine you're about to order delivery. Ask the question, what feeling am I trying to buy right now? Maybe the answer is, I'm tired. I don't want to cook. I want relief. That's not bad. That's data. Now you have a choice. Do I want relief, or do I want my goal? And if you still choose delivery, you choose it consciously. That one shift changes everything, because conscious spending does not create regret the same way. Now imagine you're about to buy something online. Ask the question, what feeling am I trying to buy right now? Maybe the answer is, I feel behind. I want to feel successful. I want to feel like I'm improving my life. Again, not bad. But now you see it. You're not buying the item. You're buying the story. And once you see the story, you can choose a cheaper way to get the feeling. Because the truth is, feelings are real, but purchases are not the only way to change them. Now let's talk about why this question works. Psychologically, your brain has two systems. One system is fast, emotional, reactive. The other system is slow, deliberate, logical. Impulse buys happen in the fast system. The 10-second question forces the slow system to wake up. It creates friction, and friction is the enemy of impulse. Not because friction is punishment, but because friction gives you time to think. Now here's where most people mess up. They think the goal is to never impulse buy again. No, the goal is to reduce automatic buys and increase intentional buys, because you're a human. You will want comfort. You will want joy. You will want rewards. So the question is not, how do I become perfect? The question is, how do I stop paying full price for emotional relief every day? Now let's upgrade the tool, because the first question is the interrupt. But after you interrupt, you need a replacement. So here's the full system. It's a 3-step impulse stop. Step 1, ask the question, what feeling am I trying to buy right now? Step 2, label the category. Is this relief, reward, or identity? Step 3, choose one of 3 paths. Path A, delay it. Path B, replace it. Path C, buy it intentionally. Let's break these down. Path A, delay it. If the urge is intense, delay is powerful because most urges are temporary. So you say, I'm not saying no forever, I'm saying not now. And you set a timer, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 24 hours. If it's under $20, delay 10 minutes. If it's over $20, delay 24 hours. That rule alone will cut impulse spending dramatically because time kills fake urgency. Path B, replace it. If the feeling is relief, replace the relief. Not perfectly, just enough. If you want comfort, make tea, take a shower, do a 5-minute reset. If you want excitement, play one song, go for a short walk, message a friend. If you want control, clean one small area, write one list, take one tiny action. You're not fixing your life, you're just shifting state because impulse buying is often state dependent. Change the state and the urge softens. Path C, buy it intentionally. Sometimes the purchase is fine, but you make it intentional. You decide the rule. For example, I can buy this if it comes from my fun budget, or if I remove another expense this week, or if I wait 24 hours and still want it. Intentional buying is not the enemy. Automatic buying is. Now, let's talk about the most dangerous impulse buy triggers. Because if you know your triggers, you can design around them. Here are the 5 most common triggers. 1, stress after work. 2, boredom scrolling. 3, payday excitement. 4, social comparison. 5, late night fatigue. Notice something. None of these are about the product. They're about the moment. So here's a powerful mindset shift. Stop asking, why do I keep buying stuff? Start asking, what moment keeps making me want relief? Because the purchase is the symptom. The moment is the cause. Now let's do a quick example. You're scrolling social media and you see someone with a new car, a new trip, a new lifestyle. Suddenly, you feel behind. That feeling is comparison. And comparison creates urgency. So you buy something to feel like you're catching up. Now use the question, what feeling am I trying to buy right now? The answer is status, confidence, proof. And once you see that, you can replace it. A better status metric, because real status is low stress, high savings, strong margin. The ability to say no, that doesn't photograph well, but it creates real wealth. Now, let's talk about the second tool. That makes the question even stronger. It's called the cost of calm. When you are about to buy something for relief, ask, is this the cheapest way to feel calm? That's it. Because if you're buying calm, you want calm at the lowest cost. Sometimes the answer is number. A walk is cheaper, a shower is cheaper, a nap is cheaper, a conversation is cheaper, and even if you still choose the purchase, you do it with awareness. Now, I want to address a common fear. People hear this and think, if I stop impulse spending, my life will feel empty. Not if you do it correctly, because the goal is not to remove pleasure. It's to remove regret. So you don't cut joy, you schedule joy. You don't buy relief randomly. You plan relief. That's how you keep your life enjoyable and your money stable. Now let's make it practical. Here's a simple 7-day experiment. For the next 7 days, every time you feel the urge to buy something unplanned, do not stop yourself immediately. Just ask the 10-second question. What feeling am I trying to buy right now? Write the answer in your notes. One word: relief, reward, identity, boredom, stress, lonely, tired. That's it. At the end of 7 days, you will see a pattern, and that pattern is your real problem, not the products. Because once you identify the pattern, you can fix it with a system. For example, if your pattern is fatigue, you need easier routines. If your pattern is stress, you need decompression rituals. If your pattern is boredom, you need low-cost stimulation. If your pattern is identity, you need goals that feel meaningful. Now let's talk about the permission trap. Sometimes you don't even feel bad. You just think, I worked hard, I deserve it. And again, you might, but deserve can become a leak. So here's the upgraded deserve rule. You can reward yourself, but the reward must be planned. Planned rewards feel better. They don't create guilt. Unplanned rewards feel good for 10 minutes and then cost you peace. So decide one number, a weekly joy budget, $20, $50, $100, whatever is realistic, and you spend that guilt-free. But outside that, you pause, you ask the question, because the purpose of the question is to stop the leak, not to stop life. Now here's the final piece. Impulse buying isn't always a spending problem. Sometimes it's a pain problem. If your life feels heavy, your brain will look for exits. So if you want long-term change, you don't only change money habits, you change recovery, sleep, food, rest, boundaries, simpler routines, because a calm nervous system spends better. Now let's close this. The 10-second question is not magic. It's a switch from automatic to intentional, and intention is where wealth begins. So here's your challenge. Today, the next time you feel the urge to buy something unplanned, pause, ask, what feeling am I trying to buy right now? Then choose one path, delay it, replace it, or buy it intentionally. And if you want, comment the word feeling, because once you can name the feeling, you can control the behavior. Subscribe to Money Mindset Lab for weekly money psychology, habit systems, and real-life tools, and I'll see you in the next one.